Hi guys, today I'm going to show you a very interesting surveillance camera from VIZIUUY, really good brand. I've tested already a couple of their security cameras and they have been performing really good, but this is a really innovative small size, super compact. The model type is VIZIUUY VZ-3B1. So I'm super excited to see how this one is performing because it has such a super compact size with the solar panel directly built into the camera. So on the positive side, it's very small, lightweight, compact, so probably can be installed in some locations where it's difficult to install larger cameras with larger solar panels. But of course, the solar panel size is a little bit smaller, so you need a little bit more sun, and the solar panel cannot be pointed into a different direction. So I think we cannot use this camera in full shade. That's what we have to know. Other than that, it works like a normal PIR surveillance camera with the free standard Cloud Edge app. We have a two-way audio. It has built-in infrared LEDs for black and white footage during the night, but also white light. So you can also choose for colorful night footage. And so here's what we get. Get this nice sticker, instructions manual. Everything comes nicely protected. Then here the camera. And so here we have it. You can see really nice solar panel, microphone, speaker, the opening, power on, off, reset, charging port, opening for the microSD card. By the way, there's no microSD card included, so highly recommended to add at least a 32 gigabytes class 10 or higher microSD card. And here in the back we have the flexible mount, so we can unlock this by screwing counterclockwise, and then we can rotate this freely 360 degrees. But we can also totally remove it for easier installation. We get also screws and anchors, standard modern USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and even a drill pattern. And so I'm adding the microSD card, pins to the front, push it fully inside. On the left side we have the reset, on the right side we have the power on. So I long press here, let's see, we can get something. There we have the red light. Yeah, there's some protection also down here. I guess it's ready to connect, so I'm going to Cloud Edge. I have already a couple of cameras here, so let's click on plus. Add device. Yeah, and it has already found it. Very interesting. Of course, I have to blur sensitive information here. So I select the Wi-Fi here, which I want to use to connect the camera. And it's also highly recommended to be already connected to the same 2.4G Wi-Fi network, also with the smartphone. After connection is finished, you can use any kind of internet access from your phone. Also mobile data from anywhere in the world, absolutely no problem. So we add the password of the router, click on next. I got confirmation here from the camera. So it's connecting now. Says add successful. So turn it around. Let's see if you can get a live view. So you can see my hand moving here, just a little bit of delay, which is absolutely normal for a battery operated camera. By the way, there's a basic free cloud storage plan available. So make sure that you turn it on. Also make sure that you activate the motion detection. Can use the light here, very strong light. We can make screenshots directly from the live view. We can record directly from here or talk to people, but of course it's too close here. It would cause this back coupling, so I'm not doing this here. But everything looking really good. And so I'm installing now the camera mount on top of this standard fence mounting bracket with some number 8 by 3/4 inch self-drill screws. Yeah, has already perfect hold already after adding 2 screws. And now I can just add the camera back here and then adjust the angle how I need it. I think in my case I need it to the left side, but of course I will adjust it later outside. So it took me just 2 minutes going outside, and then I test it for you outside, how it's working, how the detection is during day and night. And so this is a couple of days later. We are in the Cloud Edge app. Here we have the VIZIUUY camera. Let's go to the live view. And so here we have it, nice image. Let's make this a little bit larger. I would say really nice, good quality. Absolutely awesome for the size of the camera. So we have a couple of options here. When we click on it, we can start recording directly, or we can just make a single image. We can click on the microphone, talk to people, or we can activate the microphone so we can hear what's going on. It's a little bit windy, so I turn it off again. Then we have the different resolutions, automatic based on the network, or we can choose the highest resolution, but then you have to be very close to the router, so I choose the automatic, so you can see the difference. That's SD quality, still nice, everything visible, but of course a little bit more grainy. And with QHD, absolutely awesome image, yeah, really nice. Also very high dynamic range, I would say. Watch the difference between the bright parts and the dark parts. Everything nicely visible, good colors, good sharpness. So let's go back here. We have all the functions here as well. Can choose different light situations, activate the light, activate the siren, but of course be careful about your neighbors. Then we have a second page here. Can even activate warning and strobe light, or we can choose the different color modes, but I'll show you that later. Watch the album, everything which you have manually recorded. And then we have the history. That's the automatic history from the microSD cards. So we can choose the calendar and see what has been recorded. For example, me here during the night. We can see the different recordings at different times. You can even make this larger or smaller, so we can see different time frames. But of course we can also use the free cloud, then it's a little bit faster. Let's make this a little bit larger, so you can see the different footage here. You see the black and white and the colorful footage in the same video, because I have activated the automatic mode. So you can see here both versions, because I'm using here the automatic intelligent illumination. You can see both versions. You can see the black and white at the beginning, and then the camera has recognized that somebody is moving, and then it will illuminate the whole area with the white LED. And in the meantime, you can see how dark it is without illumination. So it's almost completely dark here in the back of the home. So both illumination type are doing a pretty good job. But of course it's night, and during the night it's never possible to have same quality as during the day, but it can still definitely help a lot. As a rule of thumb, when we are close to neighbors, we are using the infrared black and white, which is not disturbing neighbors. But when we are a little bit further away from neighbors, then we usually use the white LEDs with colorful footage. And also in the cloud, we can select different days. So for example, here, let's go to this area. You can see, of course, during the day, the quality is even much better. Let's make this also larger here. That's a recording from the day. And so here I've made a microphone test. So let's listen.
It's very windy now, but we are still trying this microphone test.
Okay, I hope you heard that. That was really nice. So we can definitely understand people. And what's absolutely awesome here is how reliable the camera has been working. That's absolutely phenomenal. I would say top notch, doesn't get any better than that for a battery operated camera. It has, as far as I can see, never missed me during the day, and also not during the night. This is as good as it gets. And not only this, thanks to the AI human detection, it has not caused any false alerts. I've checked everything here from all the 3 days where I had the camera here, and I haven't seen any false alerts. This is really, really good. But of course, we also want to see the settings. We have a signal strength of 64, which is a little bit lower than comparable cameras which have external antennas. Here again, the cloud storage service, which I have activated in the free version. Then some more AI intelligent analysis. Of course, only available when you go with the paid subscription. Then the alarm management. Of course, we want to activate notifications. And then we have a lot of settings in the motion detection, which we can use to work to optimize. So we are catching all the movements, and it's not doing any false alerts. At the beginning, the camera was missing me 1 or 2 times when I had it on the default. Can't remember if it was a 2 or 3. then I have reduced the human detection sensitivity. So it's important to know that the detection sensitivity works exactly opposite as the human detection sensitivity. So if you have missed detection, you have to increase here and lower here. But if you have some false alerts, you have to reduce here and increase the human detection sensitivity. And on top of that, you have the automatic sensitivity correction. You can activate day and night humanoid detection. I have already tried some other cameras with night human detection where it has not been working. Here with this camera, it's working nicely. We have also some more modes, like performance mode, where it's always recording, but of course then the battery will be drained after a couple of hours. Power saving mode, where it reacts a little bit slower. Can set recording time, alarm interval, like cooldown periods. We can set alert plans. If we have still too many false alerts, we can even set a humanoid alert area. So we can include or exclude some areas from the alerting. It's absolutely awesome. Then the image settings. We have an anti-flicker. We can even flip the screen if you want to mount the camera upside down. And then the illumination type, intelligent vision, which I've been using, or again, full color the whole night, or black and white with infrared when you're close to neighbors. Different sound settings, video encryption. That's for additional safety, but of course then external apps cannot access the recorded footage automatically, so you have to share it from the app itself, which is a little bit more difficult. So for easier sharing, I would recommend not to activate that. Record management on the microSD card, general settings. And what we see here is the battery management, especially. You can see it has been charging from 70% 2 days ago up to 97%, which is pretty much full just with this small solar panel. You can see even some statistics. Past week, you can see how it has been going up. Activate, deactivate, work indicator, that's the blue light. So definitely a top-notch camera, especially for the size and the weight. Of course, it's compromised regarding the solar panel. The solar panel is connected to the camera angle. If you're planning to install the camera on the north side of the home, then it could be a little bit difficult to get enough sun. Other than that, I would say usually not a problem. It has been really charging nicely here. What I really liked was the performance of this camera, really exceptional for the size. Of course, we also have a little bit compromise regarding the Wi-Fi reception because we don't have external antennas. But when you're not too far away from the router, that shouldn't be a problem. So for me, bottom line, a big surprise here what we get. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order one for you if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this camera, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.